Do you know what's the best meal to clean out your arteries? Dare to take a guess? Well, guess no more. Today, we're embarking on a culinary journey to explore a meal that's not only delicious but also a champion for your heart health. This meal stars three simple yet powerful ingredients: salmon, spinach, and berries. Each component plays a crucial role in maintaining a healthy heart and clean arteries. So, buckle up as we dive into the world of heart-healthy meals. Before we get to the meal, let's first understand why we even need to clean out our arteries. Arteries are the superhighways of our body. These broad muscular tubes carry oxygen-rich blood from our heart to every organ, muscle, and cell, providing the fuel necessary for life. Think of them as the delivery trucks of the body, bringing the goods where they're needed most. However, just like a busy highway, arteries can get congested. This congestion, medically known as atherosclerosis, happens when substances like fat, cholesterol, and calcium build up on the arterial walls, forming plaques. Over time, these plaques can narrow or completely block the arteries, impeding the flow of blood. Here's where it gets scary. Blocked arteries can lead to severe health issues like heart attacks and strokes. Imagine your car running out of gas in the middle of a desert with no gas station in sight. That's essentially what happens to parts of your body when blood can't reach them. Now, I know that sounds a bit grim, but there's a silver lining. The health of our arteries is significantly influenced by our diet. That's right, what we eat can help keep our arteries clean and free-flowing. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, fiber, antioxidants, and other nutrients can combat the buildup of plaques. They're like the road maintenance crew, fixing potholes and clearing debris to keep traffic moving smoothly. But it's not just about adding these foods to our diet, it's also about avoiding or limiting those that contribute to arterial congestion. Foods high in saturated fats, trans fats, and cholesterol are the main culprits. They're like the reckless drivers causing accidents and traffic jams on our arterial highways. So, maintaining a healthy diet isn't just about losing weight or looking good, it's also about keeping our arteries and by extension our entire body functioning optimally. Now that we understand the importance of clean arteries, it's time to reveal our superstar meal. Drum rolls please as we unveil the heart-healthy meal, a delightful mix of salmon, spinach, and berries. This is not just any meal, it's a gastronomic adventure that's as delicious as it is beneficial for your heart. Picture this: a succulent piece of salmon, rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are known for reducing inflammation and lowering blood pressure. Now, imagine a bed of vibrant, fresh spinach, a leafy green powerhouse packed with fiber and antioxidants. It's like a scrub brush for your arteries. And to top it all off, a burst of sweet berries loaded with heart-healthy polyphenols and providing a delicious contrast to the savory components of our dish. Each ingredient is carefully selected not just for its tantalizing flavor, but for its role in promoting heart health. This meal is a symphony of taste and nutrition, a feast for your palate and a treat for your heart. Now let's get to the exciting part: preparing this meal. First off, we start with the salmon, a true powerhouse of omega-3 fatty acids. The salmon is the star of our show today, and for good reason. This fish is packed with heart-healthy omega-3 fatty acids which can help reduce inflammation, lower blood pressure, and decrease risk factors for disease. But before we can reap these benefits, we need to properly prepare our salmon. Begin by choosing a fresh, high-quality piece of salmon. Look for flesh that is brightly colored and free of any strong fishy odors. If you can, opt for wild-caught salmon over farmed, as it typically contains more beneficial nutrients. Next, let's get our salmon ready for the pan. Rinse the salmon under cold water and pat it dry with a paper towel. This step is crucial, as water can interfere with the cooking process and prevent the skin from getting crispy. Now, let's season our salmon. Keep it simple with a generous sprinkle of salt and pepper. You can also add some extra flavor with a dash of garlic powder or a squeeze of fresh lemon juice. Rub the seasonings into the salmon to ensure every bite is packed with flavor. It's time to heat up our pan. Add a drizzle of olive oil and allow it to heat up over medium-high heat. Olive oil is a healthy fat that can further boost the heart benefits of our meal. Once the oil is shimmering, it's time to add our salmon. Place the salmon skin side down in the hot pan. You should hear a satisfying sizzle as soon as it hits the pan. Cook the salmon for about 4 to 5 minutes on the first side until the skin is crispy and easily releases from the pan. Then, flip the salmon over and cook it on the other side. This should take another 3 to 4 minutes. You're aiming for a beautiful golden brown color on the outside and a slightly pink center on the inside. If you prefer your salmon more well done, feel free to cook it a little longer. Once the salmon is cooked to your liking, remove it from the pan and let it rest for a few minutes. This allows the juices to redistribute, resulting in a moist and flavorful piece of fish. And there you have it. A heart-healthy piece of salmon ready to star in our meal. This fish is not just delicious but also packed with nutrients that can help clean out your arteries and support overall heart health. Remember, the best meals are those that not only taste great but also nourish our bodies, and this salmon certainly fits the bill. With our salmon cooked to perfection, we move on to our next ingredient, spinach. Spinach, a leafy green loaded with fiber and antioxidants, is our next star. When it comes to preparing this nutritious vegetable, simplicity truly is the key. Now let's dive right into the process. First things first, we will need to give the spinach a good rinse. It's essential to remove any dirt or grit that may have made its way onto the leaves. Once rinsed, pat the spinach dry with a clean kitchen towel, or use a salad spinner if you have one on hand. Now let's move to the cooking part. Heat a large pan over medium heat. You can use a non-stick pan if you prefer. Drizzle in a bit of extra virgin olive oil, just enough to lightly coat the bottom of the pan. Once the oil is heated, it's time to add our spinach. Introduce the spinach to the pan gradually, adding more as it wilts down. Stir occasionally to ensure even cooking. Remember, spinach cooks down significantly, so don't be alarmed if it looks like you're starting with a mountain. Next up, we're going to season our spinach. A pinch of sea salt, a crack of black pepper, and a squeeze of fresh lemon juice should do the trick. This will enhance the flavor of the spinach, while the lemon juice adds a bit of brightness. Now, let's talk about cooking time. Spinach is a delicate green, which means it cooks quickly. In fact, it should only take about 2 to 3 minutes for it to wilt down completely. Once it's wilted to your liking, remove the pan from the heat. Remember, we're aiming for tender, vibrant green spinach. Overcooked spinach can turn a dull green and lose some of its nutritional value, so keep a close eye on it. And there you have it, perfectly prepared spinach. It's simple, it's quick, and it's packed full of nutrients that are fantastic for your arteries. With the spinach ready, there's just one more ingredient to prepare: berries. Last but not least, we have berries, a sweet treat that's also good for your heart. Our final ingredient in this heart-healthy meal is not just a splash of color or a sweet ending note. Berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, you name it, they are in fact potent little powerhouses of nutrients. Packed with fiber, vitamin C, and antioxidants, these fruits are known to help reduce inflammation and lower cholesterol levels. Now let's get to preparing these juicy gems. Begin by selecting the freshest, ripest berries you can find. Look for vibrant colors, firm but yielding textures, and a sweet, fruity aroma. Avoid any that are moldy or overly squishy. Remember, the higher the quality of your ingredients, the better the final result. Once you've got your selection, the next step is washing. Berries can be delicate, so handle with care. Place them in a colander or a sieve and rinse gently under cold water. This will help remove any dirt or pesticide residues. Shake off the excess water or pat dry with a clean kitchen towel. Now, onto the chopping board. Some may prefer their berries whole, while others might like them sliced. There's no right or wrong here, just remember, the smaller the pieces, the more evenly distributed the flavor will be throughout the dish. If you're using strawberries, don't forget to remove the leafy green tops. With a small sharp knife, simply cut around the top in a circular motion and lift off the cap. You'll be left with a nice clean berry ready for slicing, and there you have it. Your berries are now ready to lend their sweet tart goodness to our heart-healthy meal. This just goes to show that tasty food and healthy food are not mutually exclusive. With the right ingredients and a little bit of know-how, you can whip up a meal that's both delicious and good for your heart. Now with all our ingredients ready, it's time to bring it all together. Here's where the magic happens, bringing together our 3 superstars to create a heart-friendly feast. First, let's start with our gorgeous salmon fillet. Remember, it's not just about the food, it's also about presentation. So lay the salmon in the center of your plate, allowing it to take the spotlight. Next, it's time to add some green to the scene. Place the vibrant steamed spinach around the salmon, creating a colorful bed of greens. The contrast between the pink of the salmon and the rich green of the spinach is not only pleasing to the eye, but it also signifies the variety of nutrients present on this plate. Now let's bring in the third superstar, our antioxidant-rich berries. The berries add a pop of color and a burst of sweetness that perfectly complements the savory salmon and spinach. Sprinkle them around the plate, adding a touch of whimsy to this heart-healthy meal. But wait, we're not done yet. To elevate the flavor profile of our meal, drizzle some freshly squeezed lemon juice over the salmon. This will cut through the fatty richness of the fish and bring a refreshing zing to the dish. Finally, it's time to garnish. A little sprinkle of fresh herbs, perhaps some dill or parsley, can go a long way in enhancing the aesthetic and taste of our meal. Wait, did we forget something? Of course, no meal is complete without a dash of love. So, as you assemble this meal, remember the love and care you're putting into it. After all, it's not just food, it's nourishment for the body and soul. And there you have it. A delicious, heart-healthy meal that's also a treat for your taste buds. Scene script. Let's recap the journey of our meal and its benefits. We started with a succulent piece of salmon, rich in omega-3 fatty acids. This isn't just any fat, it's the kind that reduces inflammation throughout the body, including in your arteries. It also works to lower blood pressure and decrease triglycerides, two factors that contribute to heart disease. Plus, the protein in salmon helps you feel full, reducing the risk of overeating and weight gain, which can also stress your heart. Then we moved on to the spinach, a green powerhouse. It's packed with potassium and fiber, both of which are known to lower blood pressure. The lutein in spinach is a carotenoid beneficial for heart health because it prevents cholesterol from sticking to artery walls. And let's not forget the vitamin K, which helps protect your arteries and promotes proper blood clotting. Our meal wouldn't be complete without the colorful array of berries. These sweet treats are high in antioxidants, particularly anthocyanins, that reduce inflammation and decrease the risk of heart disease. They help to reduce LDL cholesterol levels, the bad cholesterol that can build up in arteries and lead to heart disease. Plus, berries are low in calories but high in fiber, satisfying your sweet tooth without adding to your waistline. And now, the assembly of our meal. We've cooked the salmon to perfection, sautéed the spinach just right, and topped it off with a handful of fresh berries. But the beauty of this meal isn't just in its vibrant colors and mouth-watering flavors. It's in the heart-healthy benefits each ingredient brings to your plate. This meal is more than just a feast for your taste buds, it's a feast for your heart. Each component works in harmony to reduce inflammation, lower blood pressure, decrease bad cholesterol, and provide you with the nutrients you need for a healthy heart. It's a meal that nourishes your body and satisfies your palate. But remember, this is not a one-and-done deal. Consistency is key in maintaining heart health. Incorporate this meal into your regular diet and your heart will thank you. And it's not just about what you eat, but also how much. Portion control is crucial in maintaining a healthy weight and avoiding undue stress on your heart. Remember, a healthy heart starts with what's on your plate, so enjoy this meal and keep your arteries clean and healthy.